Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Show and Tell. My name is Ashley, and you may know me here as Ash Love Makes. This is my name and all my social medias, which are going to be all the links in the description box below, as usual. And if you are new here, hi, welcome to my videos. And if you are a returning viewer, thank you for coming back and watching me. I know I'm not everybody's cup of tea, but hey, you like me, you're back. And I recommend that if you want, you can subscribe and press the little bell because I make a video once a month or every once in a while when I remember that I have to make a video or when life lets me. So yes, if you press the bell, you will get a notification sometimes because, you know, how is YouTube? But you will get a notification that I actually uploaded a video. So let's get this started. So what is it? I have 3 finished objects in you can tell in how much months I am not I passed last month. Can I talk? Can I talk? I passed last month and I did a recorded podcast and now I have 3 finished objects. This is the other thing was taking me so long. So first finished object was this. It's a mat to go under the water bowl of my dogs so I can take an ugly towel out. It still smells a little like sunscreen. And it is made with lily sugar and cream, 100% cotton, and it is made using Tunisian crochet simple stitch. I don't know exactly how many. I think it was like 40 stitches or more that I used. I did a single crochet border all around. I did a half double crochet border here as well to add because I ran out of the orange yarn, so I use this peachy corally color. I think this color is called turmeric and this one is called coral or something like that. So yeah, I use those yarns to make this. I have a video review of the Tunisian crochet hooks that I used to make this. So if you haven't seen it, go ahead and watch it. It is here in the playlist of Show and Tell. I placed it. So if you want to watch that review and give it a go, go ahead. And you can hear me talk about this project in more detail. But it's really simple. It's just cotton yarn and simple Tunisian crochet. That's it. And then the other project I finished was the Axolot by Little Love Every Day. A Little Love Every Day. And you can find this pattern on Etsy. It cost me $3. I use Karen sprinkles here. Karen cupcake sprinkles, I think it's called that, or Karen cake sprinkles, sprinkle cake, I don't know, one of those names. And I told you it was gonna be enough, but I did put a disclaimer, no it wasn't, because I was working on that while I was editing the last video. So yeah, it was enough to make the head. For the body, I used some Red Heart, Super Saber, and some Hobby Lobby. I love this yarn in the white because it had some speckles of color. And as you can see, it looks almost the same. It doesn't really matter. So it's done as well. It's all made, it's in amigurumi, so it's all made with single crochets. This cupcake yarn is a 5-weight, so it's a bulky. I doubled up this yarn because it's a worsted weight to make it bulky. I believe I used a 10mm eyes for this one. 10 or 9mm eyes. And he's done. Pretty cute. Boop. Oh, it fell on the floor. So the other, I have fluff in my nose. Sorry. The other thing I finished has a story behind it. And if you follow me on Instagram, you may have already seen the story. If you don't, you're gonna get the story again. So as you know, I went camping. No, you don't know this. I went camping with my husband's, with his coworker. Oh, the fluff in my nose. With his coworker and his wife and his two girls. So she had a bear and it got wet, so her mom decided to put it next to the fire so it would dry out. So the girl was playing over there, and then she came back and grabbed the bear by the ears, and she started dangling the bear by the ears on top of the fire, and it slipped and it was in the fire. I couldn't get it. I was right there, but I couldn't get it because my daughter was in my lap and I couldn't like push her into the fire and then catch the bear. So luckily her mom was there and she like grabbed the bear and threw it in the lake as fast as she could to like turn the bear off. And the little girl was devastated. She was crying. She was sad. It was a few 15 intense minutes. Yeah. So I said her mom told her she was going to replace the bear with a new bear, so she would calm down and she was going to get her a new one. So I told her, why don't you, if you want, instead of throwing it away, you can, sorry, I was moving the camera closer, you can give me the bear and I'll make her something else with the eyes and the nose, maybe another bear. You know, I can reuse the bear. So she was like, yeah, it's fine. So she told the little girl, and the little girl was fine. So at the end of the camping trip, they gave me the bear. Because obviously the little girl needed something soft to hug. If the bear was still soft in the front, but yeah. So I will show you the corpse, I guess, or the skin. How can I say this? It's not a cadaver. It's the skin, the shell. Let's say the shell. Let's say the shell of the bear. That sounds prettier than the skin or the carcass or the corpse, or I'm macabre, so sorry. So this is the shell of the bear, and here is where it got burned. So it felt on its back. So all of this is charred and melted. It's rough feeling. I'm not trying to do an ASMR video, guys, but it's charred in the back. But these bears, these are the tiny babies or beanie babies, or it's the same company but they changed the name or something like that. They have like 20mm eyes, and it had a nose and everything. So I took out all the stuffing because I was going to repurpose it. I took out all the eyes. I cut out the nose because I didn't know how to do it yet. But I had to cut the ring, like the safety ring, off the eyes with my X-Acto knife so I could remove the eyes, because these are industrially made bears. They use, I imagine they use a machine to like just clamp that eye down, and there was no way that I could pull it out with pliers and my hands, and nope. So I tried cutting this one out, but I couldn't get the fabric out, and I couldn't get the ring out anyways. So then I was like, you know what? Let's just F this. Just cut it with the X-Acto. So I cut it with the X-Acto. I poked my finger. I'm fine. And I got it to work. And I have a glue that I use when I fix my needles that I use, and it's a specific crazy glue that is made to glue plastic. It has like a cleaner or a prepper thing, and then you glue it. You leave it for a minute and then you glue it. So I use that to glue the rings back together to reuse them. Before using them on what I made, I put the eyes and I put a ring of hot glue to make it extra safe. Then I pressed it down with pliers and put fabric on top and the bottom because the pliers were hurting my hands, and put all the weight of my body to snap the eye in place, and the ring did not open at all. So it was secure. But anyways, I added an extra layer on top of hot glue as well to extra secure it, because I don't trust anything. So yeah, I don't trust these type of things with kids, especially me that I cut the thing, so you have to make it extra safe. So yeah, I put extra glue on top of glue and more glue and more glue. And yeah, I use one of his little paws here to use for the other toy as well that I made. And this is the shell. This is all there's left of the bear, which I might use some of its fluff for something else. Don't know. Or I might throw it away. But I do like the ears and stuff like that, though this ear is charred. So I don't think I can keep the ears either. But I might keep the little fabric here in the paw because it's good. Maybe some of this furry stuff because I can use it for like add-ons on amigurumis, and I think that would work fine. And yeah, just take little pieces of fabric that works, wash them, and see what happens. Too much talking about that. But like a phoenix, it raised from the ashes, and it has become a unicorn. Yeah, I'm getting super dark, but it's getting dark outside, so recording this at night. And here it is. Super cute. Look at the face. Isn't that the most adorable face? So as you can see, I used a glittery fabric for the ears here. In essence, it is the panda bear, because the stuffing is the panda bear stuffing. The eyes are the panda bear eyes. The fabric is the panda bear. It is the panda bear in a different shell. He has risen and reincarnated into a unicorn. It's adorable. Now, this pattern is Little Baby Unicorn. You can find it on Ravelry. It is a free pattern on a blog, and I downloaded it. Let me get it in my notebook because I have a notebook. Maybe because I'm blind, I won't be able to see it, but so the yarn I use is Baby Bee Low Low or Lao Lao, Soft Lilac and Aqua, and I love this yarn in that white color that is discontinued, and I don't know what it is, but it has blue and pink little specks and yellow, as you can see. I thought it would be super cute for it. And this yarn, the Yarn Bee, which is specific to Hobby Lobby, it is a DK weight yarn, and this one is a worsted weight yarn. And DK, I use a 3mm crochet hook, which the pattern recommends that for the pattern. The pattern recommends that to make the unicorn, so that's what I use. And as you can see, it's a little gappier than my regular toys because I used a 3mm hook instead of going like a 2.5 to make it tighter, because I still wanted big because the eyes are humongous, and if I made it smaller, the eyes, I could have not used the eyes, and the purpose was to reuse the eyes and the stuffing and the fabric and all that and make him really cute. So the aqua, you can maybe see it, but it's kind of like a mint, it's, well, I have a mint green over there, but it's a really like greenish blue color, and it's really fluffy. If I can compare it, as you can see the halo around it. I can compare it to Angora fur. It almost feels like that softness. So I think she's going to love it because her mom told me she was into soft plushies, and I really didn't stuff this one as much as I stuff my amigurumis. Like, I make them super rigid because I like to shape them really good, but this one is huggable. This one is soft and huggable. And the other thing I did was that the baby, the Beanie Baby or whatever it's called now, has a bean sack, like weights on the bottom. So I did put the weights on the bottom as well. I use everything, guys. I put the bag on the bottom, and then I fiber filled it with the fiber fill, reusing the fiber fill. I even have leftovers. So yeah, this one is squishy, it's super cute. I love it. I think she's going to love it. I hope you guys like it. This pattern is, I made it in 2 days. It was super fast. It was a super fast make. She recommends you using pink and red, but you can use whatever colors you want. I use purple and blue. I wasn't sure if they were going to match really well, but I started looking on Pinterest, unicorns or purple unicorns specifically, to see what combinations of colors they had, and it came, there was a combination just like this one. So I was like, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, because I actually have the same fluffy yarn, but in this light blue, so I used that yarn. I didn't have white in DK, which I need DK white, so I use this worsted weight, which is a thinner worsted weight, plus I was using a smaller hook, and I think it looks fine. It doesn't make the face look bigger because the original pattern, I'll show you a picture, it's like that. So it still has the big face. Anyways, the pattern is very chill, so it doesn't exactly tell you where to place the legs or the horn or the ears exactly, like put them in this row or this row, right here, this row. No, it doesn't tell you that. So you have to guesstimate with some of the pictures she has already posted on her blog and place them according to the pictures you see. That's the only iffy thing. If you like exact things, it's not going to be exact in that way. But I love it, and it sits. Like, it's adorable. So yeah, this is the other finished object. I'm gonna put him over here. So this is my reincarnated panda bear. Now is a unicorn. Now in works in progress, I have this one right here, which is the spider lace jacket. It is made with Premier Cotton Fair in the color cream, and it is a sport weight yarn. It is cotton acrylic, so it's 52% cotton, 49% acrylic, and I'm using a 3.25mm crochet hook, which is what the pattern recommends. I am doing the extra large size, and this is what I have done. So I'm almost to the finish line. Obviously, I need sleeves, I need the collar and all the edging around, and I need to re-sew this side right here. I did put a poll up on Instagram, and it was split in half. Like, some of you were like, keep it, some of you were like, rip it. So I ripped it because it bothered me, and it's not for me. If it was for me, I would leave it, but it's for my mother-in-law, and I want it as perfect as possible, so she will wear it. Because if it was for my mom, she would wear it no matter what. But it's for my mother-in-law, so I'm not sure how crochet worthy is she. So this is made with crochet. Obviously I said a hook, but it is really pretty, and I have been seeing a lot of new patterns with this. This pattern is from redheartyarns.com. It's free, and I've been seeing new patterns like using the same stitch, but they are actually sweaters or long sleeve things, and I'm like, but this is kind of like the same thing I'm doing. So let's explain. I took these panels are made continuously. I block these panels out, all of them, and then before I made the flap for this side, for the side right here. So yeah, I made the flaps, but I didn't read it was a different double crochet. It was not your regular double crochet. It's a double crochet that makes less gaps. It's a join double crochet, something like that. I was like, after I made it, I read again, and I'm like, what the hell did I do? So I had to rip it out and start again with the panels. But they're done, they look awesome, and I am loving this project. I have to sew it back together. So yes, that will take me no time. It's just a whip stitch, so I will sew it pretty fast. But I like it so much, it's so pretty. And this yarn is it's perfect. Yes, I was using different yarn. I changed the yarn because it was not draping like it was supposed to. So I bought the more expensive yarn, and I returned the yarn that I did not use because I'm not going to return a half used ball or something like that. The yarn that I didn't use, I returned it, and then I got the yarn. They had a 60% off coupon. So this is what I did. I went to Michael's with my husband. My husband got a coupon. I got a coupon. We each bought a ball of yarn. So then I went to the other Michael's in the other town, which is my town, and I bought another ball of yarn. And then the same ball of yarn that had the same dye lot, which was the first store I went with my husband. I went the next day and I bought it with the same coupon. So I got 60% off all the yarn I bought. Only one of them is, one or two of them are not the right dye lot. I think it's only one. Only one of them is not the right dye lot because I needed 4 balls of yarn, something like that. So that one that is not the same dye lot, I am going to be using for probably the collar and maybe around the sleeve edging, which is not going to be that, it's going to look fine because it's just a collar around it and whatever. And it's not a lot of difference. This one is a little bit more white and the other one's a little bit more yellow. That is the difference in it. But I am almost there, so pray for me and cheer me on. Other works in progress. What other? Okay. Other works in progress that I have is a custom doll that I'm making for my daughter. This is a doll that she made in a drawing. And I have not worked on it because she's here and I don't want her to know what it is. She thinks it's Minnie Mouse, but it's not. So here are the little legs that I made. I don't have a pattern, so I am doing this out of like my memory. And this is like the pantaloon type part. Then I have the high heels for the shoes. This is the body. And these are the little hands. What is it? It's like this. The little hands. I think I did pretty good with the little hands because I made them from scratch, and I think I did a pretty good job with my little hands. So yeah, here are my little hands, and I think they're adorable. I think I did pretty good because I've done patterns with fingers and other things, and I kind of remembered how to attach them and how to work them in. But yeah, everything is done from my brain. I'm going to use a pattern to make the head because it is a teacup and I want the head to be pretty cute. But the body, I used a pattern for baby shoes to start the shoes, but I did change the shape because I wanted them pointier. So then I kind of, fudged it and made it my own so I could actually get the shape that I wanted. So this hopefully will get done when she starts school. I'll start working on it and then hide it away so she doesn't see it because I already have the yarn that I was waiting for and it's all good. Other work in progress, I have started some knitted socks. Shocker. So yeah, I have started some knitted socks. If it's the first time you watch me, I knit socks 2 at a time in magic loop. This is a 2.25 or 2.75, one of those sizes needles. I use the Haya Sharps. That's my preferred needle to knit the socks with. And yeah, look how pretty they are. Look at that yarn. So pretty. Sorry guys, it's getting darker and darker, so. And it's a Halloween colorway. So I am doing a 1x1 rib. I start them from the cuff down. And I decided I am using 64 stitches, just so you know. I decided to keep on 11 stitches here with a 1x1 rib, like in the upper part of the foot, because I've been making them 64 stitches, but they have been getting looser when I wash them. I wash them by hand, and I even put them in the dryer to see if they shrunk a little, the other striped ones that I did, but they do shrink. But once I start wearing them, they kind of go back like blue, and like they don't sag on my feet, like they don't crawl down or anything, but they are pretty baggy. They're cool because I sleep with them, but I like a little tighter socks, like more fitted to my foot. So I decided to do that just for an experiment. Some people do ribbing on the arch of the foot just to give, I don't know, more support. Or if you do that, let me know why you do it. I don't know. But yeah. And I have some socks that have some ribbing on the arch as well. So, but yes, these are the socks I am making, and I'm showing them to you because they actually have some color sequence on. It's not just like the ribbing 2 rows. This is how much I knitted in the camping trip because there was no electricity. I had no cell phone signal. I casted these on in the ride over there, and yeah, they are looking pretty cool. I like them. I have to put some work on these. Maybe tomorrow I'll work on these. And the yarn I'm using is biscuit yarns, and the color is, I say, knit. It is a 85% merino, 15% nylon sock weight yarn. Yeah, that is the yarn I'm using. This biscuit yarn, I've had it for 2 years because I already went to the yarn festival at Colorado again, and I have had it since the last time I went. No, I actually have had it for 3 years because I didn't go to the one before last year. Whoa. So it's actually getting done into socks now. And other thing I wanted to talk about was, I passed the page over here, was that I sent 2 balls of yarn, 1 hank, 1 ball of yarn of my stash here, this pile right here, which are mostly to make socks. So I decided which ones I wanted to send off to be socks. To Fuzzy Green Fibers. I have her on my Instagram, and I found her because I was looking on sock cranking machines or sock making machines, and she was there. So then I went to her Etsy, and she cranks a tube for you for $11. You send her your yarn, and she returns you a sock tube that you put ribbing, toes, and cuff, or cuff, toes, and ribbing, something like that. You do that, and for $11. Obviously, you pay shipping when you send her the yarn, but it doesn't matter because I paid $26. Maybe with the shipping was like maybe $30. So the price of a hank of yarn, you're going to get a finished, like almost completed sock, which I thought was incredible. Before I did this, which I thought was risky, I looked up a video on how to divide a tube and make it into socks, because I am scared of cutting yarn, and I will have to cut yarn. And yeah, but I'm going to put my brave pants on, and I'm going to do this. I will have to do some breathing exercises for my anxiety, but I will do this. I will have to find the finest point scissors, but I will do this, okay? Cheer me on. But when I get them, I will show you my tubes and hopefully finish them and make them into socks, because those yarns, I've had them for a while already, like at least 4 years here with me, or 3, or a little more. So yeah, I was like, no, this needs to be done. And I think it's an awesome idea if you have problems like me, that you want to knit all the socks, but your hands hurt. You have all this stash that you want, and you dream about becoming something, and especially socks. And it can be done. It can be done. Somebody else can do most of the work for you, and then you finish it up. It's still made by you in the help of someone else, and I think that is awesome. I sent 2 balls of yarn. She makes them, I think, 52 stitches, 64 and 72, which 72 is usually regular for men size feet, which is awesome because I have some yarn there for my husband, so that is awesome. And she saves you 20 grams or 25 grams if you would like to make the heels out of the same yarn, which I told her to save me some yarn because probably I'm going to make it with the same yarn, because I don't care. And I don't want super long socks, even though if I don't use the yarn that she saves me. I don't want super high socks anyways. So yeah. And that is all I have to share with you today. I hope you guys are having an amazing month, or your months have been pretty good. I have, oh no, wait, let's not, I always do this. I went to Walmart, it has been already a month. Well, I went on June to Walmart and I got this mandala ombre yarn right here. God, I forget about things. It is so pretty. And it is in the color Happy. It is 5.3 ounces, 150 grams, 344 yards, 350 meters. And it is so pretty and soft. It's pretty soft. I don't know what I'm going to do with this, but I wanted it and I got it. And then I got this Ferris wheel yarn from Lion Brand as well. And this one is 3 ounces or 85 grams, 270 yards, 247 meters, in the color Vintage Carousel. It is a worsted weight as well. It's beautiful. I got these, and these, both of them are like 1 ply. This one is 1 ply. The other one looks 1 ply, but it has little small plies. And then I got some Comfy Cotton Blend. This is 7 ounces or 200 grams, 392 yards, 358 meters. It is 50% cotton, 50% polyester. Both of those are acrylic, the last ones that I showed you. And it is a DK yarn. This one is the silver lining color. I got 3 of these for $1 each. They were on clearance over here, and they were $1 each. So that was awesome. So yeah. I went again to Walmart, but I did a quick go buy what you need and hurry get out, because with everything that's going on, I don't want to be macabre and start talking about things that maybe you don't want to hear. That's why I left it for the end. With everything that's going on and people are shooting at Walmart and stuff like that, I have started to look for other places to shop the things I need, because I'm scared. I'm scared of going out of my house, and I'm scared of something happening to, especially if I go with Rose. Me, whatever, but her, no. So yeah, I'm just like, I love Walmart. I love going there and just spending my whole like 3 or 4 hours just eyeing everything, but it's a little scary right now. So I pray that nothing happens here or anywhere else anymore, and I pray that nothing happens in the schools now that the school year is starting again, and these people attack children as well. So yeah, sorry, but it is reality, and I need to talk about these things. And yes, now I can say goodbye. I hope you guys have an amazing month. I hope you guys keep your spirits up and pray for everybody in your life, your families, your friends, everybody. And take care of yourselves. And as always, remember to do what you love. Bye.